It's finally time.
Obsessed with that burgundy.
Not my vibe at all. And that was it. It's just very, very lacking. Apparently I'm late. What is going on?
I'm excited for that, but I'm not ready for that.
Hey guys, welcome back to the vlog. It's finally time. It is time to start transitioning into fall. I wanted to do it honestly, like right after Labor Day. I did a lot of cleaning and I was ready for it. And then it got into like the hundreds here in LA. And I was like, one, I don't want to leave the house. But two, it's not the same when you're shopping for fall decor and it's like 102 degrees outside. It's not that anymore. We're down into the 70s. Like I said, I'm never going to get fall here in LA weather-wise. We don't really have seasons in LA. So you kind of have to make it yourself in your own home. I have been waiting and waiting and waiting, and it is finally time. Now today, I really just want to do a lot of browsing. I have some stores I want to check out. I have a vibe that I want to go for. I was on Pinterest and I was really gravitating towards more of like burgundies and browns and deeper colors rather than, I know last year I did a lot of orange and stuff like that. I think this year I'm going for deeper, richer colors. But we'll see. I could be persuaded one way or the other. Maybe I find something that I love and it's just the catalyst to send me in a different direction. But I'm excited. It is finally fall time and I am so ready to transform this apartment. Not to mention the holidays are right around the corner. So today we are fall decor shopping. I have a couple places I want to hit up and maybe I will stretch that out. I want to see what's out there and just get really, really inspired and then transform this apartment. So let's do it. So I know I'm breaking this up into 2 days. One, I'm a little crunched for time today because I have a class at 5. The places that I want to go to are kind of spread out. So today I know I'm doing the stuff that's a little bit closer. Some of the places I kind of know I'm just going there to check it out, at least get inspiration, less, actual like decor when I think of like Crate and Barrel and CB2 and stuff like that, because yeah, they're just on the pricier side, and for stuff that's going to be seasonal decor, I just don't want to spend that much money. Also, one of the things that is tough for me that I have to really consider is that I don't have a ton of room to store a lot of decor. It makes me be a little bit more creative because I can't, just get anything willy-nilly and then I'll be able to store it for the rest of the year because I don't have space to store all this stuff for the rest of the year. So, it's just got to be a little bit more creative and a little bit more, particular about the things that I'm actually getting and the size of the things that I'm actually getting. I have to say, I had some good luck at Target. Sometimes I feel like their decor is hit or miss, especially with the Magnolia Studio McGee stuff, but I liked a lot of their fall stuff. It was pretty neutral. It works for fall, and it works for, especially they had a lot of stuff in the color palette, the like browns and burgundies that I was looking for, but stuff that also I feel like could be more than just fall. That's a win. All right, on to the next. All right, let's do it. That one was a shame. Normally they're a lot better. It was very Halloween and orange forward, which not my vibe. So much orange. Branch out, people. Okay, so do you want the good news or the bad news first? Well, good news. The good news is I am absolutely going to make it to my class on time. The bad news is that place, neither of those places had anything. And those are like reliable places that I go to a lot for stuff. And yeah, it was very Halloween forward. There's a time and place for Halloween decor. And then anything that was just like autumn forward was just super bright orange and not my vibe at all. And that was it. Just very, very lacking. Luckily, this was just the tip of the iceberg. You know, did well at Target, didn't do well at other places. 50-50. We'll have better luck tomorrow. Good morning, guys. Cheers. I started drinking coffee again. I totally went cold turkey at the beginning of the year. I went to tea. I was drinking like 2 to 3 cups of coffee a day, and I was just like being really dependent on it. And then we got back to the fall season, and I saw like my favorite creamer in the store, and I was like, oh my gosh, that sounds so good. And then I had it I was like, well, I'll just use it for a cup of coffee here and there. And now I'm drinking coffee again every day in the morning. Ugh. It's okay. There are worse vices to have. Anyway, we're getting an early start today because I have a laundry list of places that I want to get to today. And I really would like to get the shopping portion of this done because I really want to decorate this place for autumn. I'm like so ready. But I gotta get the shopping part done first. It's gonna be fun. I love this time of year. I'm so ready. I'm so ready. So let's go shopping. All right, so those were good for some ideas. There's definitely some vibes that I love going in there, but I also don't want to, like I said, pay that much for something that's going to be super seasonal, especially the stems where I can get them cheaper somewhere else. But those places were, as I expected, good for inspiration, less for buying.
Stuff up already. Not ready for Christmas.
It is September, and I apparently missed fall at World Market because they had advent calendars out. Their fall section was so small and was relegated to like the back of the store, and there was just nothing there. Did I miss fall? It's September, like what? 10th? What? Apparently I'm late. And it's time to start decorating for Christmas. What is going on? I jinxed myself. I hope the rest of the day's not like this. I have a whole laundry list of places, but if I strike out everywhere, then like... What?
Fingers crossed, guys.
Need my spirits to get up. It's been so depressing.
And of course, Michael's is always the best place for seasonal decor. Just obsessed with that burgundy.
Okay, feeling a little bit better. HomeGoods had a little bit of like knickknacks and stuff actually that I think I could use beyond just seasonal stuff that I know is gonna work for the kind of mood that I'm going for fall, but I think will also continue to work beyond fall. So I'm really excited about that. And then I got a bunch of stems at Michael's, which was awesome because everything's like super on sale right now. So each stem was like $3.99, like super affordable. And stems I like because what I do, you know, they don't take up a lot of room. What I do basically is kind of wrap them up and then I can like vacuum seal them. They don't take up a ton of room when you're storing them. So, and they can make a big difference in decor. Feeling energized, feel like I'm going in the right direction, have a couple more places to hit.
Excited for that, but I'm not ready for that. How is it that 2 weeks after I'm looking, HomeGoods has all of these antique books now? It's like they're purposely doing it. Crazy, there's so many of them. A little bit on the pricier side, but I was looking and looking and looking and could not find anything.
That second day ended up being so long, but it was really productive. I got a lot of stuff and it got me really, really excited to get this whole decorating process started. I wanted to do a quick haul with you and just so you can kind of see the vibe, hopefully, the vision that I'm going for. When I go to a lot of these places, I have an idea in my head, I have a color palette, but you never know what you're gonna find and you never know which way the wind is gonna take you. And I'm really excited about a lot of the stuff I got. So let me show you. So I'm automatically drawn to a lot of marble, stone stuff. I really loved this. They actually had a couple different sizes. I got the square small one. I thought this would be a really cute tray for like the coffee table. I really need to figure out some kind of centerpiece for the coffee table. I don't have any kind of permanent design yet. I know I got the chess set that I really want to use, and I was like, well, I want to layer it. So I got this, and if it doesn't work on the coffee table, there are plenty of places I can use this. I really love that it's a darker marble, has a lot of different tonal differentiation, and it was 16 bucks. And it's heavy. It's a good, solid piece. So I thought I could definitely use that for layering. I feel like everything I open is like a surprise right now. I don't remember what I got. Speaking of stone, I got this. Now, this is seasonal, and I know I said I didn't want to get a lot of seasonal decor, but I was like, this is small, and it's so my vibe. It's like a little pumpkin that it's burgundy, obviously, which is my color palette right now, and it's marble. It's heavy. I thought this was made for me. We're going to stick on that stone vibe. This is a marble. I mean, it has a pumpkin-like shape, but I was like, this actually could be used year-round because it's really just a decorative. But it's a taper candle holder, and I loved it. It's marble. Once again, really, really heavy. But, you know, anything with wood, marble, stone, right up my alley. I love that natural aesthetic. Leather. My vibe. This is just a candle. I try not to buy a bunch of candles because I am addicted to candles, and I have so many in my cupboard, like switching them out, and especially when it comes to like seasonal stuff in the fall and in the winter. I love those candles. The scent, it really brings me back to a place, and I love it. This one isn't actually necessarily fall. It's ambered patchouli citrus. It smells really good. But I actually loved the fluted shape of it more. I was like, this is really beautiful and can be styled really well. And I could use this candle year round. Although it'll probably be gone in like 2 months. This kind of goes with that whole, the vibe that I'm going for. I don't even remember in The Office. I kind of love this old world study vibe. I feel like that's just kind of the vibe I'm going for with the stones and the leathers and the woods and stuff. I'm just really drawn to it right now. Lots of antiquing and marbles and stuff. And I don't really like a lot of busts, but I thought this one was cool because it's like half of one. I don't know. It's just a decorative item. But I thought as like a take on a bust, I was like, this is actually pretty cool. And it was cheap. Yeah, I was like, this is pretty versatile. I can use this in a bunch of different places. I loved the coloring on this bowl. It's really, really heavy. Marble. I love that it has almost like this brown greenish tint. Could be used year-round, anywhere. Fits my vibe. Perfect. Now, remember when I said I was really furious because HomeGoods suddenly had all of these antique books that I was looking for 2 weeks ago and couldn't find anywhere, and all of a sudden they had a ton. So I was kind of like, they were a little pricey. They were $16.99 for a stack of 2. I ended up getting 2 sets, the ones that I liked the best. And then because I was thinking like $16.99, that's about $8.50 each, and I ended up paying about $5 each for the ones at the antique fair. So they were only like $3.50 per book more. And I really like them, and I need a bunch more because actually The Office was not the project that I was talking about when I said I was collecting these antique books. I just happened to have those antique books at the time I was decorating the office, and they worked there, so that's great. But I do need more because I am still working on that project for the antique books. And I don't want to tell you yet because it's going to be a second, but it's coming. I think these will also do really well for like, you know, fall decor and stuff like that, that old world thing that I'm kind of going for. Another candle, don't judge me. This was one of those, I was in the checkout lane and it was right there. It's kind of a pumpkin, but I really loved the sagey green color. Definitely works in the palette. And it's a candle. So I ended up getting these pillows at Target because they were perfectly in my color palette, and I want larger pillows on the couch. I've been wanting them anyway, and because the covers are removable, I can replace them. It's seasonal. It works for seasonal, but it also probably can work year-round, or I can switch out the covers. They're versatile, and they weren't that expensive. But I really, really loved, like, the larger plaid. I loved the burgundies in it. It has some of those brownish and green tones in there. I don't know if you can see that. And it even has some blue, which, you know, I love blue. Definitely worked in the color palette. I thought they were perfect. I got 2 of these. I'm actually really excited for the ideas that I have for the couch because I want to mix a lot of different textures and prints and stuff. And I want to get bigger pillows finally because I hate those small pillows that have been on the couch for, I mean, they came with the couch. Splurging continues. This, like, glass vase, burgundy, loved it. Yeah, I mean, there's so many uses for this. I love these taper candles. Target, cheap. I love the spiral on them, and I really loved this, like, burnt orangey. It's not like a bright orange. It's more of like a burnty, brownish orange in the white. Just really, really pretty. I love this throw. Look at this throw. Fits in with the burgundy, obviously, but I love that plaid, and it's got some of those, like, lighter tan, orangey kind of colors running through it as well. It was 20 bucks, but I was like, this on the couch, it's gonna fit in so well. Love it. I got a couple more vases, containers from Michael's, because, like, everything was on sale right now. I don't know if that, I mean, I feel like I'm being early with fall, but they're already starting to move into Christmas stuff. So literally everything was on sale. When I was getting all the florals and stuff like that, it was, the checkout line was like $2, $2, $2. I mean, it adds up, but it was cheap. And these were all on sale too. I really loved this. I thought this was really quaint. It's kind of distressed. I can imagine like a nice smaller bouquet coming out of this. But if you can see, it actually has some of those greens that I love that fit in, mixed in with the burgundies and browns. Obviously right in the color palette. A little bit more feminine than I normally go for, but I think it fits in really well with that old worldy vibe that I'm going for. So perfect. So this one was super cheap, and it has that like burgundy brownish color, and I really loved the fluting on it. I thought it had a lot of texture to it, so that was just love. All right, I'm not really gonna go through all of the florals with you because the way I do florals, because they're pretty easy to store when it comes to seasonal florals, because I like to have fresh flowers here, but when it comes to seasonal stuff like leaves and stuff like that, I think it's easier for me to go in with a color palette and then buy kind of a bunch of stuff in different textures, different sizes. And instead of creating the bouquets there on the spot, just pulling a bunch of stuff, because now, you know, I have a bunch of different containers and stuff like that. So I have spots for a lot of them all over the place. Some of them smaller, some of them bigger. So it's a lot easier for me just to mix and match a lot of stuff that's in a certain color palette and kind of play around, have stuff to play around with when I'm making these arrangements later on. I think that's it for the most part. Yeah, like I said, a lot of it can work year round for me. It's not super, super seasonal. A lot of it works in the color palette that I already have established in the apartment. But then a lot of it also is pushing towards that burgundies and browns and burnt oranges and olive greens, the fall tonal stuff that I'm just so excited to bring in here and just bring a little autumn life into the apartment. But I'm gonna do that on the next video. Stay tuned, it is coming right around the corner. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, do so now so you get to see this entire makeover. Thanks for joining me on this giant trek all over the city to find autumn decor, and I'll see you guys on the next one.